Buying a used car today is not the same as when your parents or grandparents used to buy a used car. And I'm going to show you why. Over the past 10 years, there's been a real paradigm shift in terms of how consumers buy used cars and also how dealers price their used cars. It's all due to the increasing popularity of consumers using the internet to go and look at pricing and to start the buying process. In years past, dealers really had the advantage when it came to the car game. That's really leveled out over the past handful of years and has really created a consumer experience and a market that's entirely transparent. With the increasing popularity of AutoTrader and dealers posting their used car inventories on AutoTrader, customers can now go online and they can figure out what their, for example, 2013 Escape should actually be worth before they go and trade it in. And on the other side of it, when a customer is going to shop for, let's say, that 2013 Escape, they can see what dealers have and see what they're pricing them at to help figure out what actual market value price is on the car. And more so than ever now, it's important for dealers to actually price those cars right and to make sure they're priced at market value instead of overinflating those vehicles in hopes of winning a negotiation battle with their customer. It all begins when a customer brings in their used vehicle to trade it in on something newer. What it looks like for us as a dealer is we get a customer that brings in, for example, their 2013 Ford Escape, the example that I've been using. We have to figure out what that vehicle's worth. So we use market software to compare it to everything else that's out there. And what we end up seeing is if we'll see some of these Escapes for $14,000, we might see some for $12,000, we might see some for $13,000. Our job is to figure out what actual fair market price is on that vehicle. From there, we have to pay fair trade values. The customer, at the end of the day, can see what the cars are selling for, just same as what we have done. So we pay fair market value for that vehicle, and we do have to recon it, we do have to safety it, we do have to get it on the lot, and we are in business, so we do have to make a little bit of money when we sell these used cars. But the idea is that it's fair to the customer, and when we go to resell the vehicle, we don't have to ask some overly inflated market price. We look at the market, we figure out what the car is worth, and for us as a dealer, specifically Blue Star, one of my strategies and the way that I deal with it is I try to actually give the customer a competitive advantage when they're buying that used. Everybody wants to see a deal, everybody wants to save a certain amount of money off no matter what they're buying. You know, there's an old saying that your sale price becomes your asking price, and that really is true, but what we try to do as a dealer is if the market value price on a vehicle really is $13,500, we try to ask 1% to 2% less than that market price so that when a consumer walks in the door, their experience is a lot easier knowing that they're getting the best deal with the price that we're asking. It allows our sales consultants to become more product experts, and instead of focusing on negotiating and getting the sale, they can really focus on taking care of the customer, making sure they get a phenomenal experience, and the customer can know that they are getting a good deal, and they can focus on trying to find the vehicle that's right for them. There's more to it as well than making sure that we're market value priced from day one on any used vehicle we have on the lot. We take this so much to heart that we price as often as once a day, sometimes twice a day, and for sure we price 3 to 4 times a week, depending on what the market's actually indicating on a particular vehicle. We do our very best and we try really hard as dealers to make sure that we're adjusting as the market needs. And to a consumer, this doesn't always mean that the price gets decreased on a used vehicle. If the market deems that X vehicle actually is worth more because there's less of them available and there's still high demand in the market, then as a dealer, we do increase the price sometimes. More often than not, the price is decreasing because the cars are a depreciating asset, and the longer we have them and longer dealers have them, the older they're getting, and therefore a price adjustment is sometimes needed. But we stay on this and we do this very, very frequently. We use proprietary software that helps us be able to do this. Similar software, I mean, most dealers are using the same software to be able to do it. We're all using very similar tools, but we make sure that we're in there as frequently as possible and that we're repricing as frequently as possible, just to ensure that we are market value price and we're not asking that overinflated value. The most important thing to a dealer is to make sure that customers are actually picking up the phone and calling from square one. If you as a consumer see a vehicle on my website and it's $3,000 too much money, chances are you're not going to send it an email, or you're not going to call, or you're not going to walk in the door in the first place. You're going to go to the next dealer in line that has a vehicle that's closer to what the actual price point should be, or the price point that you're looking for. So it's really, really important that we're constantly adjusting to stay within this, so that consumers that are looking right now find our vehicle and find that it's a great deal. And as I've kind of touched on before, we do give ourselves a little bit of a competitive advantage, because we do try to price a little bit less than market so that we can give our customers a little bit of a deal without even having to talk negotiation. It's all about focusing on customer experience and making sure that we're actually getting customers to call in the first place. So I've already touched on it a little bit, but the most important part of this video and what this is really for is, what does this mean for you as a consumer? Well, in today's day and age, what this means is that when you're going shopping for your next used vehicle, the most important thing to look at is that the dealer that you're shopping at actually has the vehicle priced correctly to the market. I'm going to venture a guess to say that the majority of dealers out there are doing a very good job of making sure that this is happening. I know we try to stay on top of the best that we can. But what it means is, in today's day and age, dealers are going to be very heavily focused on the customer experience for you as a consumer when you walk in the door, as opposed to getting to the negotiation and the old school grind you to the bone type of a deal. We're value pricing our vehicles so that when you go shopping online, much like Amazon, you see the price, that is the price, you buy from where you want to buy and you buy the product you like, and then when you come here, the most important thing to us is making sure that your experience is bar none the best that you're going to get. My name is Shayne Couillard, Automotive Sales Manager here at Blue Star Ford Lincoln, and I hope this video gives you a little bit of insight into how our business has changed in terms of the used car market, how we price, how consumers buy, and kind of our overall goals in terms of increasing consumer experience and actually making it easy for you. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope this video was informative, and we'll see you next week. Bye.